Welcome to another episode of our podcast. We welcome the Okomfo, Nana Korantemaa Ayeboafo, who channels the African Angel Ayeboafo Tigare. In terms of some opening acknowledgments, let's acknowledge the wonderful music that you heard in the opening. It is the music of the Okom. And so this CD is called The Greatest Love. For it's not surprising that for an Okomfo such as Nana Korantemaa, her greatest love would be that spiritual ceremony that is the domain of the Okomfo. So Nana is also an award-winning artist. We also want to acknowledge the Asona Aberade shrine that was founded by Nana Okomfohini Akwi Oparibia and her elders. And there is a non-sectarian arm to the shrine called StarSpirit, where the motto is, be your higher self. I also just want to acknowledge that Nana Oparibia is an African ascended master, and another ascended master that frequently moves with her or shows up with her in my own meditation is Nana Enima. And it's said of Nana Enima that she was at an Okom spiritual ceremony where there's dancing, drumming, singing, and possession by various oracles, or called a bosom, upon the Okomfo. And so Nana Enima is dancing at the Okom, and she jumped up and ascended. Her body was never found. And so remember that story, and remember that you can also call on the African Ascended Masters, Nana Oparibia and Nana Enima. So remember that there are links in the description below so that you can purchase our books and things of that sort. Also, there's a link to make a contribution to the Asona Aberade Shrine if you so wish, and we thank those who have already done so. So here we promote African spiritual healing wisdom. It is our birthright. It is our heritage. And some thought that this information, this wisdom was lost, but it was never lost. Perhaps forgotten due to the manner in which communities were destroyed through war, through enslavement. And so here we are absolutely delighted to be able to share this African spiritual healing wisdom. Remember to subscribe, like us, share this video, and leave comments. So I've been asking Ayeboafo Tigare questions for many years through the service of the Okomfo Nana Korantemaa Ayeboafo. And so today we're going to ask questions based on the book Celestial Prophecies, Ancient Wisdom from Nana A.C. Ketua, from the third quarter of the heavens as it was channeled by Nana Korantemaa Ayeboafo. So let's begin. I'm going to offer some background information, some quotes from the book, and then the Okomfo will ask Boafo Tigare for the answers. So Nana AC explains that we are living in an era where it is vital to engage in service on behalf of humanity. And it is important to be steadfast in this service, or to persevere in being of service to humanity. For example, it's important to persevere in delivering and disseminating the information in her book, so people have the knowledge base essential for this new era of the Great Awakening. Okomfo, might Tigare talk further about the importance of perseverance at this time of the Great Awakening?
Perseverance, to be steadfast? it is required that human beings stay the course of acknowledging the sacredness of life, to honor the divine creative energy and themselves and one another, as well as all living things on the earth. To stay the course so that no matter what happens around yourself in your environment, those things that can be destructive, that can cause unaliveness, can only be measured and kept in its place, or to shrink its place. Human beings must celebrate life and be steadfast in the celebration of life.
Thank you. And again, as background, in her book, Nana AC has made a special request. She asked those hearing and receiving this information from her book that we're talking about here to share this information with others. Nana AC asked that all receivers of this information engage in vital service to humanity. To quote Nana AC, all receivers of this information may persevere and be steadfast in sharing this information. So specifically, Okomfo, can Tigare talk about why sharing this information, this African spiritual healing wisdom, with others is a service to humanity, and why it's so important at this time?
The first thing that I would like our listeners to reflect on is what is called the age of artificial intelligence. Where is the true organic life? Where is its space for organic life? Organic life must be center stage, as each and every one of you are. As there is advanced technologies that can assist human beings with their work, with their aliveness, with other human beings, they must never lose sight of the organic aliveness that they are.
Very, very powerful. Very powerful. So, our organic aliveness allows us to engage in service to others in a way that can expand our humanity and assist those who are also our fellow children of light. Nana AC also discusses how no one should miss an opportunity to serve. And this is an era of sharing, an era of sharing. The information coming forth during this era is phenomenal and has great value. There can also be a great impact from sharing information that is phenomenal, such as the kind that we're sharing here. People, when exposed to the truth, can then see the untruths. Imagine that. Once you see the truth and hear the truth, you have an enhanced ability, capacity to perceive, to see through the untruths. You can see the lies, the manipulations, the brainwashing, and the programming for control and manipulation. Okomfo, might Tigare elaborate on how exposure to the truth leads to the ability to see what is not true, or to see the lies and manipulations?
Yes, it is a goal for us, the servants, the obusums, to assist the liberation for human beings so that they can be free within their soul. They can be free within their spirit. They can be free within their mind. They can be free within their heart, so that the suffering and the misalignment that many are accepting as natural can be seen as an anomaly. That much of the suffering that is happening and has happened is due to human beings being programmed out of their natural knowing. That there is a connection between, or there's connection with all other life forms. However, through programming, misguidance, and control, their suffering is phenomenal. It is our commitment to assist in unshackling the spirit, the soul, the mind, and allow there to be an acceptance of truth and ancient wisdom and ancient knowledge that says all are equal.
I'm also reminded of when, through you, Okomfo, Nana Enima told me many years ago, how do you know light? Because you experience darkness. How do you know hot? Because you experience cold. How do you know up? Because you experience down. So we're just so grateful that the African spiritual healing wisdom that you are bringing forth is allowing people to know the truth and therefore to be able to recognize untruth. As we move toward conclusion, non-AC tells us all to expect a bounty to manifest on earth during this time of the Great Awakening. We will all experience benefits, great benefits. So Okomfo, can Tigare discuss this bounty we can expect to manifest and the benefits we can expect to experience during this era of the Great Awakening?
Many people equate wealth with material gain. They often forget about the true value of life and how it cannot be bought. So to be liberated within yourself, within your soul, is to know that true wealth is there and here for everyone. So when only a few can have everything and many others suffer with little or nothing, is saying that life has no value. And this we must know. Life is sacred. It is the ultimate value. So to be able to look inside yourself, to look at as a human being during this time, that your worth and your value comes from your oneness with your Creator, and that can be embraced from within. And when there is opportunities that will magnetize to you because you are embracing this knowing that you are the wealth, that you are the grandeur, that you are more valuable than any man-made material, then the balance amongst living things can be returned.
Well, that sure sounds like a bounty and a tremendous benefit that we can all anticipate. So, I'm so grateful that you spent this time with us. Remember to subscribe, like us, share this video or this podcast, and leave comments. Answer the question in the comments section. What touched your heart the most today? What did you learn that really had the greatest impact upon you? More videos are coming. Remember to subscribe. And of course, you can purchase the book, Celestial Prophecies, using the links below in the description. You'll also find a link there to make a contribution to the Asona Aberade Shrine, and we thank all of those in advance who have done so. As we close, I thank you. I'm sending all of my love from the core of my heart to you. Thank you.